Okay. Okay, my mic wasn't on, but okay, yo, this is your dude Oda coming to you with another stream of Soapbox Official TV. Let me fix my camera. It's been a minute. Okay, it's been a minute, and my lighting is a little bit off too. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so what's going on, everyone? This is your dude Oda coming to you with Soapbox Official TV, and yes, I am actually streaming Final Fantasy 16. We are at 16 now. We're literally at 16, and let me just say, I started playing this a little bit. And just getting a little bit further past the demo. I'm just saying this right now. If you have not played the demo, I highly recommend you play the demo, because you're not going to get any of this stuff that I'm doing. So right now, I've advanced in the story a good enough. Like, I still have to go back and do some things, but I wanted to actually explore the arcade mode. If you've been playing this game for a while, which has only been out for a day, if you've been playing this for a while, I would say, just sit back and do the arcade, because arcade is somewhat kind of challenging and actually put your skills to the test. Let me just say, as the spoilers and stuff like that, there's probably going to be some things in my equipment that you're not going to know what the heck it is. I've upgraded some stuff, and then of course the arcade is definitely level capped. I've come to realize that it's level capped. But so far, I love the game. I love it. I love it. And the Tears of the Kingdom is definitely going to have a contender. It's definitely going to have a contender with this game. It's definitely going to be a contender. And I don't know. I'm not saying this is game of the year. I'm not saying that. But Tears of the Kingdom and this has big, very, very big expectations. And it's almost like a godsend with this game. But as a start out, I just wanted to go ahead and shout out to my little bro. He just started his first Twitch page. His name on Twitch, if you can go ahead and give him a follow, look at his stuff. His name Nelvaco1. That's NELVACO1. Okay, if you can go ahead and give him a shout out, just tell him that Soapbox Official sent you. Thank you so much. This is your dude Oda. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the game. So here we go. I'm just sweating just thinking about this game, yo. I've been thinking about this game all damn day, literally all day. So what I'm going to do is it's funny because this actual area right here is a new area, and let me just tell you this right now that it's going to be some changes. I still haven't found out where the little thing is. I haven't gotten back to it, so it's a lot going on right now. So I haven't done anything to like really spoil anything whatsoever, but you know what? Maybe I should probably go back to my previous saves, because I did 2 saves for this, so we'll see, because a lot has happened within my gameplay and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the hell just happened? But the graphics are absolutely amazing, people. Are absolutely amazing. It took a while. It took a while to get to certain things, but you know, it took a while. So trying to figure out where that capstone thing is. There it is. So we're going to go back and do like some missions and stuff like that from before, just to get the feel of it. But yeah, this stone right here actually gives you a little bit more of like, you have your Hall of Virtue. It says to hone in on your powers. This is basically your place to hone in on your skills, because the one thing I can say about this game is that this game seriously is, you have to know how to parry, you have to know how to dodge. This is a very dodge and parry sensitive game. It is very dodge and stuff like that. So just for anything else, it's just like, okay, these are places that I visited thus far. You can see I've only been to this part, but since these are just the stages, you know, just the general stages that we did before in the story, I like to go back. And then also treasure call, they say that your treasure coffer data is retained as well. So, but at the It says replay at your previous cleared stage, but at your current level, which is great. You can play at your current level. But this right here, play the previous stages based on your score and performance. Restriction and level gear consumption are applied. It says gameplay mode defaults to that. So right now, I'm just going to start with this because I did this before and I was like, well, gosh, I died. Let me see what happens. But let's go ahead and just get right into it, shall we? As you saw in the demo, this is a little bit before the demo. This is a little bit before the demo.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
I told you we're outlaws.
This is literally before the demo. It's like a little shot before the demo. So it's not really much of a spoiler. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward because I don't want people to say like, oh gosh, you stumbled upon your stream and now this is doing this. But basically, Great Woods, action focused and good to help out.
They'll be deadly beast. Nothing a trained assassin can't handle them.
How reassuring.
You're welcome for that.
Everything just looks like I'm glad they did a callback to the original Final Fantasy. Do not get me wrong. This is like a callback to all of the things that are from before, and I'm hoping we get an announcement for Final Fantasy IX being remade. I'm praying that they redo that because a lot of people have been asking.
Maybe they're friendly like Toggle. Oh, maybe they're not.
Yeah, so basically you're just calculating your score. And these are some of the abilities I unlocked. The trees are actually pretty good, though. Sorry, my cats are like, I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay. Alright, cool. So we're good. So we got an S rank. I did this before. I did do this one before, but then I like died miserably. But then not only that, with the arcade mode, I've come to realize that you have to be very, very mindful about your cures and your potions, because your potions are very, very limited. So it gives more of a challenge to the game. It gives more of a challenge to the game, which I really appreciate. But yeah, this is just some amazing stuff.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
But when they said that this is definitely a period piece, I agreed. Like, just playing this thus far, it is definitely a period piece. It's a period piece, and I know a lot of people were kind of like, oh, why does it have to be a period piece? Like, why can't it just be a little bit more than that? And I'm like, well, to be truthfully honest, it's like being 35 years that Final Fantasy has been a part of our lives, and that's basically the same amount of age that I am at right now. Yeah, I would think like a period piece, this is what we're used to, unless they remake like Final Fantasy VI or something like that. That's a different story, because that's 100% period piece right there. So this right here, like parrying and things like that, these are like simple and easy, but it's definitely insensitive. Like, it's definitely sensitive. This is a very, very combo-based, sensitive area that it's like the game is just absolutely fluid. It's very, very fluid. The one thing I think a lot of people hated was the fact that you don't really get any major gear changes, but you do. You get weapons and stuff like that are customizable and stuff like that. You do get those. You do get those, and you get I like the actual upgrading system of the abilities. The abilities are pretty good. It's very, very hard to get a combo off, though. I can say that much. I can say that much. But overall, like the vast amount of time that I played this, I would say about maybe 5 hours of this game, and it's like I've been hooked directly in, literally hooked directly in. So So yeah, if you go back and actually replay the levels. I recommend replaying the levels. Don't just go straight through, because you never know. When I first started out, I was sucky as hell with this game. Sucky as hell. And of course, as you see, it says you're on leg 3, meaning that there might be more legs to the situation, but and the one thing, another thing I did have a gripe about is that the the one thing I did have a gripe about is that the targeting system, I didn't like the toggling. Oh. 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 See? And yes, always stagger your enemy, and then if you can, oh, I keep forgetting that, like, Torgal, like his dog is like it's like basically he's like your own personal healer if need be, but he doesn't heal as much. He helps you get out of a jam. Oh. Oh. Always learn how to dodge. Oh. Yeah, so always practice your dodge. I would say please practice your dodge. Please practice your dodge is very, very important in this game. As you can see, you take a lot of damage. Equipment and stuff like that is very, very good. I can say that it probably turning this into somewhat of a review of the game. And I've said this on my TikTok. Like, when I played the demo, when I literally played the demo, I was so ready to like fight at the end of the demo, but then after playing this for just to get the clarification of the demo, it actually did give me clarification about where the story is going and how everything goes. So they mentioned something about the branded, and this is like a small minor spoiler or whatever, but the branded are basically a group of people who can use magic without a crystal. And like, I love the lore of it. I love the lore of it on how everything is going, but the quests of some of these people are so, oh my gosh. New enemy approaches. Keep yourself on your toes, like you don't know what the heck is going on. And also, if you played the extended demo too, if you played the extended demo as well, you know exactly that you, oh gosh, I'm doing horrible. What the heck? You see? Yeah, the one thing I hate about the toggling, is that the fact that you gotta toggle between the enemies. So half of the time I feel as if I'm like randomly trying to focus on one, and it doesn't even work a half of the time. But that's fine. That's fine. I got used to it. But the other option is just to cycle through. It's a hold, but I think they should have probably added another option, to be truthfully honest. Oh. Ooh. Those plant things are horrible, by the way.
No. No, it doesn't.
Okay. Alright, as you can see, I'm trying not to use any potions. Because it's like you only get a selection of few potions, and that's it. But as you can see, the scenery is hella great. Hella great. It's cool. Can't really, let me see. I guess I can use a high. Let's see. Remember, this is after, like, this is like before the demo. And I'm probably not going to be on here long because I have a lot of things to do. Like, I have to record for my TikTok and everything like that too. So we're going to do a little bit of it.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
Oh,
Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker.
okay. As you can see, just because they move big, yeah, they move big, but they're very, very slow.
Too slow. Not this time.
Still trying to figure out, just get the precision strike right. See, this is the... Ooh. Trying to get that aerial combo off is horrible, just to let you know. Oh.
My wounds, boy. Too slow.
Trying to fight this thing without...
Forgive me.
See? That's what I'm talking about. So basically, after you do this, you basically go down to 0, and it like gives you the option to restart, but then you're starting from the very beginning. You're not going to get max points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this again. I'm going to go through this again. It's not that hard. But yeah, it's like the boss battles here, if you're doing in action mode, the boss battles are a whole lot harder in the action-based mode because you have to pay attention. A lot of attention. And like I said before, I've only played this game for about 4 hours or so, and like I'm still having difficulty dodging. But overall, it's a good game. The story concepts and everything are absolutely amazing. That I love, like thus far, the one thing I really do enjoy too is the is the lore. When you're in the story, you can actually pull up the lore and actually see it. This actually gives you insight on the characters and stuff like that too, which is great. So you know what? I haven't used my other icons, so I'm going to just go ahead and give you an example of the other icons. Okay, as you guys know, of course, if you I didn't even know I can do that. To be truthful, okay, so I do have the Ramuh summon. I do have the Ramuh summon, so you got to see it firsthand. I do have the Ramuh summon, and in Final Fantasy nature, Ramuh is by far my favorite summon. My favorite summon because of course, like wisdom and it's out of the way. He doesn't give any issues whatsoever. I have yet to see any Final Fantasy game where Ramuh has been the enemy. I've yet to see it. Of all the Final Fantasy games that I played.
Remember when I said there'd be deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts aren't much better.
And you only think to mention this now.
I am the thunder.
Too slow.
Oh. And maybe it's just me, but the targeting system, like, it's just like trying to find like the targeting ring. Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just learning this stuff myself. Oh, see, you see how it like you see on like the ring, it's like, oh, by the way, something's about to attack you, so I'm just letting you know. As you can see, okay, it's like okay. I have yet to use the Ramu skill at all, so this is my first time actually using my Ramu. My first time, even though it's like, you know what, it's kind of a small little, it's not really a spoiler, but then again, you have to actually see the story for full context. I see the story for full context on what happened and stuff like that, and it's just, oh gosh, it's like Yoshi P and Soken actually did. No, can I just stop this for a second? Yoshi P and Soken actually did that shit. They did this. Yoshi P, we got the first taste. If you are a Final Fantasy 11 player, Final Fantasy 14 player like I am, you saw the potential that Yoshi P had for the game. You saw he revived a dead game and turned it into what it is today. 14 is not the same. It's not the same. Let me just say this: with Yoshi P's hands in this, you can see that there is a lot of Easter eggs on what Yoshi P did in Final Fantasy 14 if you do play the game. Let me just say this right now, that overall, this is a Yoshi P's thing. This is a success right here. This is absolutely positively phenomenal success when it comes to this game. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, people are going to criticize because of like abilities and stuff like that. You can't do certain things. Yeah, they're going to criticize. But to be truthfully honest, a man who brought something back from the dead, this man was literally Jesus Christ for Final Fantasy 14, the 1.0 to turn it into 2.0. This man literally revived Lazarus and turned it into an amazing game. And I've been playing that game ever since it launched. Ever since it launched, I was there. I was like, yo, when the demo, the beta, everything like that, Final Fantasy 14 was amazing. I played all other Final Fantasies as well with not a problem, but this one gives a better feel. Yes, they said it's more like a Devil May Cry. It's more like a Devil May Cry. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's more like a Devil May Cry. But the way, the tactics on the things that you have to do in order for you to get to certain things, the quick time actions, it's a lot of things. But let's move on. I'm just saying, let's move on. And yes, and not only that, it's PS5 exclusive on top of that. And I know, and now I just heard that Xbox pretty much just said we lost the war. We pretty much lost the war of the console war because we're not doing anything that is of substance. Oh, let me see if I can get that combo off. Oh, broken. All right. Oh. Okay. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. This game has so much potential, and yes, to be game is not very linear, because a lot of people thought it was going to be like 13 linear. Then they came out with 13.2. 13.2, you have other areas that you can go to. That's fine. 13-2. It's funny because I'm surprised they haven't reprised 13 at all. They haven't reprised 13 at all. They haven't did a remaster at all. I would really like a 13 remaster. I would like a 13 remaster because I like 13. I like the battle system. I did like the battle system, but I felt like it was definitely lacking in a lot of things. But I did like the battle system. The battle system was cool. It brought it back to the traditional Final Fantasy days of the time-based type of thing. It brought it back to the traditional, which this is not traditional either.
Well, they look too happy. I'm the one who's not my fault.
Which this is not traditional either. I'm not sure if they're like right now it's like you have your low base stuff, but it's well worth it though. Oh. Oh, no, okay. That's the one thing about I think that's the one thing about Ramu. It's the one thing I can say. It's like you're basically like comboing things into other things. It's like basically you're using your acons. That's what they call them. Acon. Oh, that's a new record. You're actually swapping between your acons in order to do so. If you have played the demo, let me just say, I keep referring back to the demo, but if you have played the demo, and you know exactly if you do the Acon challenge and you see exactly what's going on, they say that, oh, you're going to be experience a part of the game, literally a part of the game that is basically is well done. So keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going back to the big boy.
This shouldn't
Okay.
take too long. So much for your short.
Oh,
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly. Not this time.
okay. All right. And yes, the Acons can actually help with staggering a little bit quicker. I've come to realize that as well. Doing a whole lot better than I did before. A whole lot better. Oh, okay, that's up. It's about a high score, so okay, I'm going to definitely get myself killed. Okay.
Aye, someone's got the
Okay, spin cycle.
Where he stops, no one knows.
Much more of it.
Whoa.
We'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first.
Oh. Oh crap. All right, here we go. All right, I think he's dead now. I think he's dead now.
Garuda, lend me your
Okay, all right, there we go. Fafnir. He looks similar to the Fafnir from like I think 5. And yes, this does have blood and guts, people. I'm just saying blood and guts. This isn't rated M for mature. I'm just saying. But you know what? I'm not going to even. I'm going to skip this part because it's spoilers. But I said minor spoilers ahead. That's the reason why. But in old fashion, I actually have to go to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we beat Fafnir, which is great. The one cool thing I like about this game too. The one cool thing I like about this game too is when you fill up on potions and you can't take anymore, it actually does a burst of healing to heal you, which is good. That's great utility right there.
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough with Dave.
It's just getting the combos down can be a little bit. As you can see, if you played the demo, if you played the demo, you know that Sid is actually, I'm just going to say it, the Sid is actually the dominant of Thunder, meaning that he is Ramuh. He is Ramuh. So if you played the demo, you know. He is actually the dominant of Thunder, so which is pretty cool because it's just like this game gives me Game of Thrones. It's giving Game of Thrones meets Final Fantasy, which is absolutely amazing. It's giving Game of Thrones, like definitely Game of Thrones. It's definitely giving me Game of Thrones vibes, and I'm really looking forward to it because Game of Thrones is like by far one of my favorite like favorite shows and favorite books too of all time. So yeah, it's just waiting for George R.R. Martin to get his stuff together so we can, like, you know, like, yeah, actually like get the continuation that we want. Oh.
My wounds won. Not this time.
Okay. I actually got the combo off. Wow. See, like I said about the targeting, they probably do a patch for about the targeting. The targeting was a little bit. The targeting can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. And yes, this can get hard, people.
My wounds, boy. Need to end this quickly.
Yeah, like I said, like you gotta dodge, and everything is very, very dodge sense. You have to like learn how to dodge and actually be on point with your dodging. Like that. You have to be on point with your dodging, yo. Like if you're on point with your dodging, you know what to do, but you do get rings and stuff like that you need in order to dodge, but it's like I feel like it's not worth it because it's like it takes away from the experience. I think just in general, I think it takes away from the experience. I am thunder. So basically it leaves like little orbs on it. Okay, that's dope. It actually leaves like small little orbs to electrocute. So I'm just trying to analyze the whole thing.
Quiet.
Okay, so I'm going to actually skip this part.
At least they're not giant lizards.
And yes, there are several, like, as you can see, there are several, like, classes that Yoshi P has put in here. Oh. As you can see, he's more like a ninja type of character, even though it's like something out of like Lord of the Rings. If you do your precision right, you can actually do like some good damage. Alright, this is where you get the damage in. Time action. See, like action based, yes. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay, as you can see. Oh. See how much damage that did? Okay, alright. These dudes are assholes, by the way. Cartão. Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay. See, I'm trying to dodge that assassination.
Not this time.
Oh. Oh. Ah. No auto fire here, please. No auto fire here, people. No auto fire here. Yo, what's going on? Yes, finally. Okay, it took me about 5 times to get this done. But you know what? Okay, I'm not sure what these emblems mean, but you know, I guess it just helps with the waves and stuff like that. So, champion S rank. S rank. S rank. There we go. There we go. S rank. That was my first attempt, but I died, and then I just came back, and I was like, wait, my score is gone. My score is gone. I was like, y'all played me. I was like, y'all played me. But yeah, it's like these are I can also turn the cutscenes off too, so that's what I'm gonna do, because like, you know, that's a good thing. But like I said before, it's like with the arcade mode and stuff like that, it's like cutscenes off. But the one thing I can say is like, this is actually we're gonna play like the part of the demo. This is actually the part of the demo. Hey, what's going on? Oh snap, what's going on? This is basically the part of the demo that we actually did before. Like, this is where it is, so we're just gonna leave off here. But yeah, let's just to say a few words to the wise that just playing this game enough, enough. You can probably burn through this entire game and maybe not. I think they said this game has about 40 hours, including like the cutscenes and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Someone can actually put it in chat to let me know exactly how many hours this is, because I thought Tears of the Kingdom had a lot, but this one does have a lot. There are a lot of cinematics. It's a very, very conscious about when it comes to the system of graphics and things like that. A lot of people have reported that certain battles overheat their PS5. What I recommend for you to do is, if you have any disc that is in your game and that's in your actual system, take it out, because it's trying to read that stuff too, so it's exhausting power from that. On top of that, make sure that you are at the best refresh rate that you possibly can be, I don't know, that you can possibly be, but it's good to have that. It's good to have that, and make sure that you are basically cleaning your system and the best that you can. Make sure you're cleaning your system. I do have to clean out my system this weekend, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take it apart and vacuum it out and stuff like that, because of course it can collect dust, and especially if it does high run times. If you're playing on if you, let's say for instance like Cyberpunk, I know Cyberpunk is coming out with an expansion. Cyberpunk, when it first came out, when I first got it, and I was like, I feel as if it's not really overheating my system, but it's actually running this disc so bad that it's probably going to burn the crap out of it. So I said, you know what, let me just go on ahead and clean the system, and everything was fine. So yeah, I am only streaming on Twitch. I'm only streaming on Twitch right now. I do upload all of my streams to YouTube after the stream is over, so usually it will come out the day after. I would stream directly to YouTube, but I do not have the adequate amount of following yet for YouTube. So what I do is I put up my YouTube shorts, of the clips and the highlights of the game that meet that. Also, I am in the process of actually building my Soapbox official, well actually it's already built, my Soapbox official TikTok page, which is I'm gathering followers. It's funny because my main TikTok page that I have, which is Stitch Boys Philly, Stitch Boy Oda, because my business page actually just reached close to 14k followers, and I'm actually doing stuff on there. So I'm trying to get a little bit more traffic onto my gaming stuff. I've been off for about a week, because I've been doing a lot of other things with my other TikTok channel and doing a lot of videos. When am I going back to Final Fantasy 11? I heard Final Fantasy 11 is 100% soloable now. 100% soloable? Do you know? Okay, I need to sip this wine real quick. Do you know how much time and effort? I had to take off the glasses too. How much time and effort? I'm an old head now. Time and effort that game took away from my life. Do you know how much time Final Fantasy 11 has taken away from my life? You know what? I'm glad that last expansion told me not to play it anymore. I'm glad that last expansion told me this game is going to be shifting onto 14. Like I mentioned earlier in my stream, 14, I have not played 14. I'm on a break from 14 because I've been so burnt out playing 14. I was so burnt out, and there was so many games coming out, like Street Fighter 6 was announced. I actually played that. I'm actually going to be playing that more on my stream too. Street Fighter 6, I got this of course, and I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, and it's some more games that are coming out as well. That's crazy. Especially next year, Wukong. I'm just waiting for the release date. Wukong. I'm sorry, Black Myth Wukong. I can't wait for that. That's another Soul style game that's going to come out. Lies of P as well. Oh my gosh, Lies of P is definitely Souls out there. I played the demo and I was absolutely blown away from Lies of P. It's like a Pinocchio Dark Souls game. But to answer your question, when am I going back to Final Fantasy 11? I will not, because I sold my character on Final Fantasy 11 to a Japanese fellow. He gave me $1,200 US when 11 was about to die. literally about to die. This is maybe about a year or two before 11 died, like officially died. He gave me about $1,200 USD and said, look, I have several characters that I'm just using as bots. You have all my ninja relics I had. Yep, back then. Yep, exactly. Yeah, back then, and when, oh gosh, when was it? Back then, I can actually go and get the expansion of the Xbox expansion of Final Fantasy 11, and that's in my that's at my my game cabinet or game shelving of all my retro games that I have in my apartment. And I can tell you this right now, I sold that shit. He said, yo, I can give it to you right now. He said, I can give it to you the money right now. What's your bank account number or whatever like that? I took that risk, but it gave me $1,200. And as a struggling college student back then, yeah, of course I was finishing up college, but I said, yo, give me that money, run me that dough. And he had the money. So I had all my ninja relics, all of the high pace gear. I got finished the expansion, and Odeon Lightstorm, which is actually my name on Final Fantasy 14 right now. For 11, he's officially gone. And I do miss that character. I do. I miss Treasures of Argon. I do miss Chains of Promathia. I miss all of those games. No, we're going on a Final Fantasy rant right now, but I do actually miss those games, and I do cherish that time. The community of Final Fantasy 11 was so strong, was literally so strong. You can turn a server into your own kingdom. That's how big the community was in Final Fantasy 11. You know. Whoever knows, Final Fantasy 11 community, I would say, was more tight than 14. More tight than 14. In the pre-Abyssia days. Abyssia was the... Okay, can I just go on a small little rant before I play a little bit more? Abyssia killed that game. The reason why I'm saying Abyssia killed that game, and I haven't mentioned this, and a lot of people are going to hate me for this, and please don't hate me for this, but Abyssia killed Final Fantasy 11. When they added Abyssia, yeah, it's cool, but then once you start to level up from level 1 all the way to level 99, or all the way to whatever, once they did the level cap and you got the Abyssia weapons, yeah, I got my subclass was Corsair. Wait, hold on. It says, yeah, now it's about 800 players online with. Yeah, it's Abyssia. Abyssia pretty much killed it when you can level up there. But the one thing about 11 that's not prevalent in 14 is that you have to level up your skills. Meaning that you can't hit shit, you can't fight shit. That was the caveat of the game. If you can't hit nothing, you ain't doing nothing. If your magic ain't hitting, it ain't hitting. If your great sword ain't hitting, it ain't hitting at all. It ain't hitting the damn thing. A majority of those 800 people, you say about 800 people, a majority of those 800 damn people on Final Fantasy 11 is probably bots. If they made it a mobile game, which they can, if they made it a mobile game, I will play it again. A mobile game, which they said that they were going to do, but they scrapped it. Because if they would have went mobile, I would have put that drone right on my iPad and say, you know what, I can play this while I'm, like, you know, at work, or if I'm in the middle of a meeting or something of that nature. That has no problem. But come on, yo. 11 was killed by Abyssia. We all know. The old school people know. Level 50 days was the days when you were in Juneau trying to recruit people to go to Sea and Sky. Yeah. Okay, A Crystalline Prophecy was actually good too. I love the story there. But you're talking about, try doing that boat fight of Chains of Promathia and staying up until 6 in the morning. I had exams. I literally had exams in the morning. And I did that. I remember I had a chemistry exam at 8 o'clock in the morning. And my friends wanted to wanted to get the Joy-Us. The Joy Toy. Joy Toy. Wanted the Joy Toys. Somebody wanted the Joy Toy, or somebody wanted the Yin Yang robe. because the pop window was open. When the pop window was open, everybody in your link show is recruited. Everybody, stop what you're doing. I don't care. Stop what you're doing. We gotta get this person this. That's how strong the Final Fantasy XI community was. That people will stop what they were doing, literally stop, in order for them to go get their stuff done. You're talking about leveling people. It doesn't matter what level you were. You can be level 24. They just said, we need you as a scout to stay right here. If you see this, aggro it and run this direction. And that's it. We'll give you money for it. I remember that as a summoner. And as a summoner, of course, that was my main goal, was to get shit done. And not only that, I was in a Summoner Link show on Diablos, which I'm going to shout out one of the biggest mega bosses out there. One of the biggest mega bosses out there, Finnith Loon, Japanese man that we've been playing with this man for over so long. This man was the chief, we call him Mega Boss. He was the chief summoner of everything. Everywhere he went, Mega Boss. Seriously. Facebook group, everybody that was in that Summoners Guild, Summoners Link show was there. He would get you all of the avatars. He would literally go through the depths of giving you Diablos and get you Fenrir. There was so much going on in that game, but I'm going off on a tirade right now. But you know, I can talk about 11 all day, but that shows my age. That shows my age. Trust me. That was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of studying. A lot of damn studying, and a lot of disconnects, because on Xbox, Final Fantasy XI was not ideal on Xbox 360. It wasn't ideal. But I digress. Okay. So, we're going to get back into Final Fantasy 16. This is 5 more games after. So this is where the demo has left off. This is where the demo has left off. If you played the demo, this is where the demo has left off with a lot of things. So yeah, we're playing this part right here. So basically, we're just playing the demo. We're just playing. This is basically the demo area.
In here, they're all empty.
And you're gonna give up?
This is basically the demo area. That's all it is.
See
Oh,
it?
excuse me.
This gate.
I like the character design, and I actually like the struggle between the characters of this game. The struggle of the characters in this game is actually pretty good.
What do you think?
It's pretty good, and I like it. And yes, of course, I haven't even finished Resident Evil 4 either on my stream either, because so much has come out. Literally, when I was doing my stream of Resident Evil 4, oh my gosh, like Tears of the Kingdom came out, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to drop this. I have to drop this and work on something else.
Did you hear that?
This is like Game of Thrones-esque.
Yes. Good news, lad.
Your search is over.
Of course, it's like, make sure, as in any Final Fantasy fashion, make sure that you take out the mages as quickly as possible, because there are mages in this game, but they're very hard to see. They're very hard to see sometimes. Just like, oh, is somebody casting magic? But since the game is so fast paced, it's very, very difficult to figure out whether like what is being what's attacking you and what's not attacking you, because of the whole circle situation.
That's enough.
Damn, he stomped the hell out of him.
Where to now?
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Okay.
Take your pick.
This is definitely, just remember, this is the icon. This is the icon part of the demo. Once you got past the story part of the demo, this is the icon demo. The Akon, like the rapper, Akon, the Akon demo. So just keep that in mind. This is the Akon demo. but it had different abilities and stuff like that too. So,
Damn it. They're everywhere.
like I said, mages, watch out for them.
It's over.
Oh,
Stay down.
damn. Sometimes I do lose track of what's going on. That I can't lie. And the enemies are a whole lot harder. Let me just say that right now. They are a whole lot harder with arcade mode than they are in the story. So, oh, you want to play with thunder? Okay, got you. Oh, now I don't want to get hit. Oh. What the hell? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. All right, so like you can say, and the one thing I can say about this game is extremely dark. Like not dark as in the terms of the context of the game, but the game is extremely dark. So they do give you an option of actually increasing the brightness of the game, and I had to increase the brightness all the way up because it was so difficult for me to see in the game. It was so difficult for me to see the game. Oh, he cartooned the hell out of me. Okay, that was a horrible magic burst. So these are definitely the ninjas of the game. Doing a successful dodge or precision precision actually does help your does help. Oh, wow. Okay, he's burning up. Like I said before, whew. Like look, these look ninja, like these ninjas, literally these ninjas are absolutely crazy on here. They're absolutely crazy.
One for half measures, were you, Benedict? These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
And yes, like I said before, there's a lot of Easter eggs with this game, especially with the there's a lot of Easter eggs when this is action focused. So every single thing that's action focused, you know how that goes. And I'm most likely probably going to die.
They were expecting us.
You don't say. That's enough.
But takedowns are definitely a thing of that you want to take care of. I thought at first I was able to knock these enemies off, but apparently not.
That's enough.
And Torgo, like, there is actually a ring that you can actually do to help with your actual dog. With Torgo, like, there is. Oh damn. Okay, I didn't even know that combo actually exists. Okay. There is an actual like combo that you thing that you can do with Torgo, but it's like I feel like I'm playing like Summoner all over again. Like I feel like I'm playing Summoner all over again because I'm like, yo, I'm trying so hard to control it. Okay. Okay. He got a lot going on right now. Should have used that. Ooh. Remember, this is arcade, so it's not really the story, but let's just consider this being the demo. Let's just consider this being the demo. That's all we can say. Come here. See, you got to combo chain all this stuff. Like, it's crazy. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, crap. It's like, yo, is it getting used to playing with, like, you know, like Ramu? Okay. Getting used to playing like with the Ramu summon is very, very different. It's very different. Like I mentioned before, it's very different. It's very different because it's just like, okay, the moveset that you have, it's like, oh, you thought it was okay, but it's not. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop right here. So, like I said before, this is part of the demo, the Akon demo, okay? The Akon demo is a completely different, it's completely different from the game. When you finish the actual demo itself, the actual story part of the demo, that you can use that save file over, they have a certain challenge, the Akon challenge. The one thing a lot of people got a little bit like, yo, they're giving us way too much of the game. But to be truthfully honest, they gave us just enough to reel us in to this game's reality and to this game's world. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But all I can say, like, this is a small fight. But if you play 14, you know that you can just look at their names and just see Saparna and Chidara. If you play 14, you know who they are. Oh. Oh, you already know who they are. You already know where they are. Chidara and Saparna, we already know if you played 11. I mean, if you played 14. Okay. As we know, who is what, but then that's in Yoshi P fashion. In Yoshi P fashion, we know he likes mechanics. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. As you know, these two were a hell and a handbasket on like when 14 was, I mean, when 14 was just like a pup. Okay, Chidara is down. Chidara is down. Saparna is of course the magic user. By the way, if you do parry, if you do attack at the same time as the monster, it actually does like a bullet time type of thing. Oh, okay, that hurt. Thank you. You see, he only heals just but a little bit. See, those are Yoshi P mechanics. Those are Yoshi P mechanics. I know those are Yoshi P mechanics. Those are Yoshi P mechanics. Though Saparna and Chidara slain. So as we know, they are the sisters of the let's just say it reminds you, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you know the Harpy sisters. They are, if you're new to Final Fantasy, the Harpy sisters are, well, basically they're the wind dominance like sisters, or the summon of the sisters. Basically they're harpies. So yeah, like Saparna and Chidara are a staple of Final Fantasy 14 Garuda fight. So that is a staple. That's a staple. Literally a staple. That was an S rank. Wow, okay. They are a staple figure because they were part of 1.0. Actually, I don't even think were they part of 1.0? I'm confused. Maybe they were. I think they were. Were they? Were they part of 1.0? I don't know, because like it's been a minute since. No, I think it was just Garuda, not nobody else.
You must be here somewhere.
Okay, remember you can't pick up items either, so this is like an arcade mode. So we're just going through the arcade mode. That's all we're doing. Uh-oh. Performance penalties. During arcade, it says when an enemy cast cure, you will cover penalty. Oh, penalty points. Wow. They added penalty points to if they heal, you get penalty points. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, they added that element into here, so that's good. Okay, so you get penalty points if they heal. You get penalty points if they heal. That's actually interesting. Meaning that if the enemy heals itself, that means that, so basically what'll happen is so you mean to tell me that the enemy's going to heal itself. Okay, the enemy heals itself, that means you're going to get penalties. You're going to get penalties towards like your score, or is it penalties towards slash and dash? See, like I said, the game is extremely dark, so it's kind of difficult to figure out exactly what's going on. Half of the time, it's very, very difficult to figure out what's going on half of the time. So if you want to, go on ahead and put your brightness up. If you want to put your brightness up. I recommend putting your brightness up if you can't see, like my ass, because I'm like, look, half of the time, like, at my blind ass, I can't even see while driving at night. I need my glasses while I'm driving at night, because everything gets all blurry and foggy. Didn't mean to do all that, but okay. All right. Uh-oh. Bring your ass over here. Okay. All right. I gotta burn everybody up. So like I said before, it's like tight spaces and everything are cool, but it's like I said before, this game is definitely has to be combo based. Oh, like, as you can see. But also break their guard too. It's just like the demo is a whole lot different than this. Damn. Okay. All right. This last fight, I'm not sure if I'm going to survive, but I haven't used any potions yet, so hopefully I can. Oh, shoot. Another one of these guys.
Too slow.
Right, Tone? Okay. Oh, wait. Is that the same sound as went on 14?
Not this time.
Okay, all right. Right? Down in hell. Whew. Okay. Ramu is a little bit more powerful than I thought. Okay. But like I said before, it's a lot that's going on within this game. A lot that's going on in this game. And yes, this is the demo. This is the demo part of the game. Literally. Oh, I didn't forgot what was. Oh. Like, Matt, I've noticed one thing too about this game is like it's not really magic sensitive. It's more like combo sensitive. It's more like combo sensitive with this. Like I was hoping to like get like a fire gun or something like that, or something that will be able to like fire a gun or something like that, but I didn't. I've yet to see that in my playthrough. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. So here is I'm glad I didn't even see that they I'm glad they added like cut off all cutscenes, because that's good for the streamers, to be truthfully honest. Good for the streamers to know exactly what's going on, so they know exactly what's going on, so we won't spoil the story, especially if you're story sensitive. If you're story sensitive, I would say for sure that is a good feature to have, because they already knew for sure. I think Yoshi and Soken already knew from the jump that people were going to try to spoil it. And by all means, and I have one thing to say too, I'm going to take my glasses off for this too. The people who went on ahead and actually had several copies and leaked the story of the game on Reddit and the subreddit, stuff like that, y'all, there is a special place for you. A special place for you. There's a special place in downstairs for you, because one, we understand we live in a digital age. We understand that there are things that are going to leak. We understand that. But then again, to leak the entire story for everybody, I didn't see it, but I've seen friends who are like, I'm pissed because they leaked everything, or people who got copies ahead of the launch. They literally said that they're in lawsuits right now. Something tell me it had something to do with the A word. But I'm going to leave that alone. That with the A word, that's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave it at that. Because I've noticed that a lot of games that have come out with a particular company have basically said that they've leaked certain things. Mortal Kombat 1, that's another game that's coming out soon too that I have to get. Like, a lot of games are being leaked with the stuff that's being that's going to be like exclusive things, like characters and skins and all that other stuff. That shit is being leaked, and it sucks, because we live in a digital age that everyone needs to know exactly what's going on. It's just like, yo, it's that there's no mystery anymore. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's why they're saying, like, with the digital copies, they said, and no one, the physical copies are probably going, something's telling me in the future, I'm just saying, something's telling me in the future that they're going to say, you know what, physical copies don't come out until a week after the game releases. You got to download it. You want it? Download it. If you ain't got the space, you better get a hard drive. And that's it. Speaking of which, I got to get a bigger hard drive, by the way. Something's telling me I got to get a bigger hard drive. I'm just saying, they're going to say it's got download. As things go up, every single video game now is $70. We remember when they were $59.99, $49.99, actually $49.99. I remember when they were $49.99. Now they're $70, $69.99 for a regular edition. No deluxe, no nothing. So y'all can try that if y'all want to. But like, yo, just be conscious and try not to do any spoilers. I'm trying to do minimal spoilers as I go through this arcade mode. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about the matter. So let's get back into it, shall we? Okay, it's jumping right into it. Okay, if you played the demo, you know who she is.
Not this time.
I'm just saying, now my cat is like involved.
Where is he? Won't ask again.
See, I like the cinematics of the game. As you already can see, I already have her like her power, so
Dodge this.
sorry for the foul language. This game is M for mature. This is the, besides Type 0, this game is M for mature. I'm just letting you know.
Like, there's no one to save you now.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. And one thing I can say, there is absolutely no block on this game. There's no block on this game.
Not this time.
Okay.
Time to join your pet.
And this is the demo, just to let you know. This is like part of the demo.
I'll bury it together. Stay down.
And as you can, I love the music. The music is absolutely phenomenal. The music is actually phenomenal. Of course, as you know, it's like the perfect crew that made this.
Not this time.
Oh. You gotta be very, very mindful about this person. Like, she can be Benedicta can be a pain in the ass. She can be. Oh. Shh. Like, yo, it's just like the cinematics on this game is absolutely crazy.
Bad luck.
Torgal. Remember, this is part of the demo, so it actually gives you some practice if you haven't played the demo yet. Damn, Torgal, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, yo, when I saw that at first, I was like, damn, like.
Sick of Torgal. I'll tell you about.
Wham. Okay, all right.
This time.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Meow, meow, meow. Down in hell. Okay, as you know, she is the. Oh, I got S ranks on all those? Really? Damn, I'm getting better. Okay. As you can see. Champion! Champion. Okay. Ow. Ow. Champion. So, oh, that was my first time doing it. So, I'm going to go ahead and recap. Okay, so we have played Final Fantasy 16. We're just playing the arcade mode. Yes, these are boards that I've done already in the game, and I'm glad I was able to skip the cutscenes in order to give you a better experience on the game. I would highly recommend that you pick this up. The reason why I will say so, if you have not played any other Final Fantasy game, I will say you should pick this up if you're new. Okay, don't get hype off of like Final Fantasy 7 because like, okay, I'm gonna say it. Final Fantasy 7 is a good game. Okay, it's a good game, but it's not the best game. The reason why everyone says Final Fantasy 7 is the best game is because of the fact that Sephiroth is a G, and I agree with that. Okay, play the Final Fantasy. This game is a brand new game that has a unique potential to be even better, to be even greater. I'm not saying greater than 7, but yes, we understand that 7 Rebirth is coming out soon too. That's coming out in like most likely March of next year. So that's another thing that you got to worry about. And it's from my understanding that you have to go back down to level 1. Which kind of sucks, because I feel as if you should be able, if you max out your level in the first one in remake, you should be able to carry over. But hopefully they change that. Square Enix, please. Just letting you know. Please get that done. But yeah, so this game has been overall, just saying, story wise, very, very intriguing. Side quests, absolutely amazing. Side quests, absolutely amazing. It gives you in depth about what the world is like when it comes to the people who are the branded, the ones who have like the mark on. I'm not going to spoil it. All I can say is like, damn. I'm like, damn. I was like, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. You're like, when you read the lore, I would say when you get every chance you get, read the lore. Pause the game, hit the pad, the middle pad or whatever, hit the middle pad and actually explore the lore. Explore the lore. Because it is some very deep stuff. If you're story based, it is some deep shit. And I think a lot of people will identify with it on how everything is. It's like the lack of magic that I've noticed with, like, you know, with the game. It's like, I'm wondering whether maybe I'm not far enough, but maybe there is a way for me to upgrade my magic to like a fire gu or a arrow gu or a thunder gu or something like that. Maybe there's something down the line that I need to get, but I can just tell you this right now. This game is a contender for Game of the Year. It's definitely, just as my opinion, but I'm just saying it's probably Yoshi P gonna have to get his flowers because he got a lot of awards for 14. A lot of awards for 14. Best MMO. He got best MMO. Diablo 4 apparently is doing well as well. But I've never been into Diablo at all. A lot of people are like, oh, you need to pick up Diablo, you just need to know. And I'm like, no, I've never got into Diablo because of the fact that it's the top down type of thing, and it's just like, it reminds me of, like, I forgot what that game was. It was like an MMO back in the day. It reminds me of like Ragnarok Online, and damn, I'm dating myself. Ragnarok Online, one of my first MMO RPGs that I've ever played was Ragnarok Online. And that game is still going, apparently. It's still going. I don't know about the classes and stuff like that, but it's a Korean style game. And it's a Korean game, and it was doing well back then. I remember modding servers. My one friend Randy, or whatever, I'll shout out my homie Randy. He basically went on ahead and did like a server for it, and he was like the GM for it, and we were both GMs. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Like, oh, if you want to join our server, then you got to do this. You're talking about the amount of servers I tried to get. I had it down to a science. When a server went down, I knew exactly where to go for free and didn't have to pay. Oh, my bad. And that was in high school. That was like 2004? 2004, I think. Gosh, and I'm 35, so that's like 2004 or so. I'm dating myself, but yeah, okay. I'm going off on a tangent right now. But like I'm saying right now, this game it has a lot of potential to be Game of the Year. It has a lot of potential to be Game of the Year. You can say no, it's not. Yes, it does lack in certain things, but it's story and action driven. But I can say, as you can see, that I was dying and getting hit all the other times. You can see how action driven it is. When I would say close to Devil May Cry, you know how Devil May Cry is. Devil May Cry was by far Devil May Cry, and on my page as well, Bayonetta, the Bayonetta series as well, is very action based. If this game were to not get Game of the Year, it will definitely get action Game of the Year. I'm just saying, it will definitely get action with no problem. Like Bayonetta 3 got best action, even though it lacked in story. Because you see my reaction, like, what the hell just happened? But apparently they're going to be making another Bayonetta. We'll see what happens. I'm just, as you know, it's like Viola. I'm not really too sure about Viola in my mindset, but Viola's cool. But I just did not like the whole parrying thing in order to get to Witch Time. I didn't like it. But But yeah, that's I'm playing Final Fantasy 16. I'm playing it and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I'm really enjoying it. So, with that being said, I'm going to say a few words. Thank you so much for tuning in to me doing arcade. I hope I didn't spoil a lot. I didn't really spoil a lot. I didn't really go into the story in depth or anything like that. I didn't do that. There are other guides out there. I'm just going to be sticking with the arcade mode. Sticking with the arcade mode for right now until I'm ready to go ahead and do story. I'll probably do a playthrough myself and then go back and play the game again and then give you guys the story, because right now it's probably saturated like crazy on Twitch right now, because the game is the most popular game that's in the right now of the year, one of the popular games of the year besides Tears of the Kingdom. So with that being said, is it was minor spoilers. I hope I didn't spoil it for everybody. I did one stage that for a simple fight, and then did the demo that was basically the demo stage, back to the demo stage. Okay, so with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to Soapbox Official TV. I'm your dude Oda, signing out for tonight, and thank you so much for tuning into another stream of Final Fantasy 16, or well, the first stream of Final Fantasy 16. And I will be back on Sunday playing Tears of the Kingdom. Actually be playing Tears of the Kingdom, and then I'll be doing Tears of the Kingdom and doing Final Fantasy. So I know we have the Fire Temple to go through on Tears of the Kingdom, so I want to make sure that I do that on stream and get some things done and answer some questions and stuff like that. So thank you so much for tuning into Soapbox Official TV. I am your dude Oda, and I will holler at you on Sunday. Take care, be safe, and try not to take things too personally. See ya.